Hello, everyone. Just checking in for week one. I will be making these check in videos periodically during the course just to both remind you what needs to be done for the week and to make whatever further comments I think are appropriate on the material of the week. So, of course, this being our first week, I want to make sure everybody has had a chance to look through the materials for the course, especially the introductory materials. It's really essential that you look through the syllabus and I think look at the videos that I put in the introductory section. The thematic course video gives you a sense of the logic of the course, what the course is really about. To say it's about death is, of course, just too vague. You have to take a particular approach. It's too vast a subject of human experience to, well, human experience. We'll get into that next week. It's too vast a subject to cover in its entirety. You have to take a particular approach. So the thematic course overview gives you a sense of what sort of course you're taking about death. Of course, the practical course introduction clarifies what needs to be done. I would also strongly recommend that you watch the video called On Writing Essays, because writing essays is the major work that you will be doing in this class, and the quality of your essays will have a big impact on your grade, let's face it. That being said, looking at Module 1, I was very glad to see that things have really begun heating up on the Module 1 discussion board. Many people have said things, really good material. I'll be making a video reviewing that discussion and sending it out to you once it's completed. So if you haven't had a chance to look at the material yet, do so, because you want to be able to engage in some sort of discussion before the board closes at midnight on Friday. Of course, your Module 1 study questions need to be done by Friday. That's not a big deal. I think aside from making sure that you're familiar with the material, the brief readings and the video, the most important thing is to give yourself time to write a good essay. Remember that the weekly or module essay assignment, as opposed to the discussion board posts and the study question responses, is a graded assignment. This assignment is worth 5 points a week, and I will grade it point-wise, proportional to what I consider, the 100-point grade scale for a letter grade. So a 4.5 would be a 90, and A minus 5 would, of course, be an A. 4.5, or anything above a 4.5, basically would be an A, and so on. So that will be a graded assignment, and I just want to reinforce that the discussion board posts, you can write whatever you like. Your comments, of course, should take whatever form you want. It's not a graded assignment, but the essay assignment is a graded assignment. Please watch the video. It should be a finished essay, and it should address the question that's actually asked in the essay prompt. The essay prompt for this week is very open-ended. It basically asks which one of the three things I'm asking you to look at is most congenial to your own view of death, meaning which somehow or another resonates with you, you think expresses the truth about death, and to make that choice and to explain why that particular choice, you've made that particular choice. So it's pretty open-ended, but it is a graded essay. So as you move through the course, it is really organized by week. Give yourself time to write that essay. It shouldn't be a free write. It shouldn't just be copied and pasted from your remarks on the discussion board. As I said, you can draw, as I said in the video about writing essays, I believe, you can draw from your comments, but don't simply reproduce them. And don't just give me one paragraph. This is a 500-word essay, which is about 2 pages. So it should have multiple paragraphing. And that isn't some kind of absolute formal requirement, but it's pretty much necessary in order to present your thoughts in an organized, systematic way. Some sort of introduction, some sort of body where you develop the thing, and some sort of conclusion is a good way to think of this, the structure of a short essay like this. Of course, it is a short essay, but don't just give me one paragraph and don't give me a loose collection of thoughts. It should be a focused thematic essay which has an overall point. I go into this in the the video on essays. Please look at that. But keep in mind that this really should be the major focus of your work for the week. Once you've familiarized with the material, begun to work out your ideas, you should be thinking about what you're going to write in this 2-page essay. And as I said, don't give me something that's just a loose collection of thoughts. Something that is thematic, something which is polished, something which is well written, and you'll be fine. But don't think of it as an informal, casual assignment. The other things are really casual assignments. This is not. So give yourself time to write a good essay. It's quite important. Other than that, like I said, I'm very glad to see that we've begun some very intelligent discussion on the discussion board. If you haven't had a chance to weigh in yet, it's okay. It's Wednesday. But don't leave it to the end of the week. It's just not a good sign. If a student is leaving all of their work to the end of the week, it's really a sign that they haven't begun looking at the material until the end of the week. And once we begin to read things that are more demanding, Module 2 has some longer readings, not too bad, but longer readings. Module 3, not too bad. Especially when you get to modules 5 and 6 and 7, where you have longer readings that are going to take more time. You do not want to get into the habit of waiting till the end of the week to begin looking and reading and rereading and reviewing and discussing the week's material. I will mention that for every module, there is at least one video, sometimes a group of videos, a playlist of videos on my YouTube channel. I would strongly recommend watching those. At the very least, they try to put the week's materials into some sort of perspective, and it may help in during the course of the week in this short period of time, gaining some focus on the materials for your weekly essay. So just getting started. We've only been doing it for a couple of days, but I hope that everyone has had a chance to begin engaging with materials and thinking about the essay that they're going to write that's due on Friday.